inside of Lumen Field in the SoDo district of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Rams 1st down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
On first down, right back to Williams. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, LA.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll go again here with Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So these jet sweep plays, we see them so often, both under center, in the shotgun. There's a lot of ways to do it. But there's a little feast or famine element, especially in today's NFL with the speed of these defensive edge players. So you got to make sure you get the edge accounted for so you can at least avoid these negative plays.
That is caught for 3. And the Rams going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's good for a Rams first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, LA.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That was good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On play action, here's Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
14 yards.
First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Darnold to throw again. Got it with Smith and Jigba. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Our 1st down throw there is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's Darnold again. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 34 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of
Well, they
2.
try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, it's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment. So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. We'll go play action with Darnold. Oh, the ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Darnold to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Third down, they need 5. Darnold now to throw. Look wide, get this one complete, and he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Room to run past midfield. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are on top. It's now 10-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return, here comes Corum. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. Now Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
On the give, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 on the Seahawks 33-yard line.
It is second and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. It's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
A 22-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Rams will level the score at 10 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Zach Charbonnet was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even 1st half. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Puna Ford is there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain
Well,
of
we
8.
give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Barner. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Darnold to the air once more. This one snagged by Smith and Jigsaw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Big loss on the play.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there. Throw this ball away and puts an end to this drive.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Off play action. It's Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Stafford now on third down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Rams first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing again is Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Punt team headed out for the Rams as he's on to punt for the second time. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Moving outside the pocket, he keeps it himself. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
There he goes again. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
19 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 9.
At the 19-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Now Walker. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Now this is going to be... the ball comes out! And the Rams come up with the recovery. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Rams offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
That is on the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the outbound. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
13 yards.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll have the first down. They'll get him up around the 37.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Rams first down. An 8-yard.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Parkinson in motion. Stafford now to throw on first down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Stafford now on second down. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pass play good for 22. First down, L.A.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
First down, it is Williams. And you manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And it's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. They put Adams in motion. Out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Rams.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Seahawks 13.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 21-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Shaheed in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They run over center with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
That's out wide to Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A first down throw for Stafford. He'll look middle and get this one to Parkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Parkinson in motion. Again, it's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. For the middle, it's Cup. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. They go play action with Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Parkinson in motion. To the air again. Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got his It's Smith. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
16 yards. And a Rams
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Play action now for Stafford. He'll get this out wide. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll come up now for second down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.